Listen up, gentlemen. If you're tired of drifting through life without direction, it's time to change that. Welcome to your new headquarters for personal growth and unshakable discipline. Hit that subscribe button and share this with a brother who needs to hear it. Stick around until the end, and I'll give you a mantra to repeat every morning and night, a phrase that will rewire your brain for success. Now, let's get one thing straight. Life doesn't hand out participation trophies. You either take control or you get controlled. There's no middle ground. I know some of you have been knocked down hard. Maybe life threw you a curveball, a failed relationship, a job loss, or a personal setback that left you questioning your worth. You're not alone. Bad things happen to you. Join the club. You think you're the first man to stare at the ceiling at 3 a.m. wondering how the hell it came to this? You're not. But here's the deal. It's not about how many times you get hit. It's about how many times you get back up, plan your next move, and execute with precision. That's what separates the men who make it from the ones who watch from the sidelines. Planning your steps and setting clear goals isn't just some pretty line in a self-help book. It's your damn lifeline. Without a plan, you're like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in a sea of distractions and missed opportunities. And don't think for 1 second that motivation alone is going to save you. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. Jocko Willink, a man who knows a thing or two about taking command of chaos, said, "Discipline equals freedom." Let that sink in. The freedom to live life on your terms comes from the discipline of planning and executing your goals. Tony Robbins drives home. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. And if you're sitting there waiting for the perfect moment, newsflash, it's not coming. You got to decide now. So what's your next move? Are you going to keep scrolling, keep daydreaming, or are you going to grab a pen, write down your goals, and chart a course to achieve them? A goal without a plan is just a wish. And men like you weren't made to wish. They were made to conquer. Stay with me until the end, and I'll give you a mantra that hits like a war drum. A phrase you'll beat into your soul every morning and every night to stay locked in on your mission. You don't rise by chance. You rise by consistency. A man who plans his life isn't bound by fate. He shapes it. That calendar, that to-do list, they aren't chores. They're armor. Every hour planned is a bullet dodged. Every minute accounted for is another moment your life isn't dictated by chaos. You start small, wake up at the same time daily. Cut the crap out of your mornings. No doom scrolling. No 5 more minutes. You want power? Own your mornings. That's the battlefield where most men lose before the day even begins. Then you move with intent. Every task on your list, no matter how small, should point toward the man you're becoming. That workout isn't just for abs. It's proof you can suffer without quitting. That budget spreadsheet isn't just numbers. It's you taking back control from the world. That hard conversation you've been avoiding, it's your next level in disguise. The man you dream of becoming is already buried under the excuses you keep feeding. Star those excuses. Feed the mission. Look, there's no glory in winging it. You don't respect a man who shows up unprepared, who says, "I'll figure it out." No, you respect the guy who knew the play before the whistle, who trained while others slept, who studied while others partied, who saw the storm coming and built a dam shelter. That's the man who earns the victory. That's the man you've got to be. Not someday. Today. And for God's sake, Stop waiting for permission. The world isn't going to email you a golden ticket. You don't get invited to greatness. You storm the gate. You kick the door down. You drag your future into the present with grit between your teeth and blood under your nails. And yeah, it might cost you sleep, comfort, friendships with people who want to keep you small. That's the price. Pay it over and over until the man in the mirror nods at you with respect. Because listen, if you stay to the end of this message, I'm going to hand you a phrase, a mantra. It'll burn itself into your mind and fuel your grind when everything in you wants to quit. You'll whisper before bed, shout it in the morning, and it'll become the war cry that carries you through. So don't tap out now. We're almost there. You walked through fire and you're still standing. Now it's time to sharpen the blade. In this world, you don't just survive by hoping. You thrive by planning. Planning isn't boring. Planning is warfare. It's strategy. It's how kings conquered kingdoms and legends wrote their names in stone. So pick your hill to die on. Draw your map and march. Not next week. Not January 1st. Now, you remember this truth. Men are not forged in comfort. They're sharpened by pain, by structure, by saying no to what is easy and yes to what builds fire in the bones. The only difference between the man you are and the man you want to become is the choices you make today. So stop negotiating with your weakness. Get up, move, work, write the plan, follow it, adjust when necessary, but never, ever stop moving. You want peace? Earn it. You want power? Build it. You want respect? Show it to yourself first. And you do that by becoming a man of structure, goals without dates or dreams, dreams without work or lies. So put a date on it, a real one, not next year, not when things calm down. No, pick the day, circle it in red, burn it into your mind. That's the day you launch. That's the day you level up. And every day until then, build, grind, prepare. And remember, nobody's coming to save you. Not your boss, not your partner, not the government. This is your life, your mission. If it fails, it's on you. But if it succeeds, it'll become something beautiful, powerful, unshakable. Then that's yours too. You built it. You bled for it. That's your glory. That's your legacy. Own it. A man with a plan walks differently. He speaks with more clarity. He says no with confidence because he said yes to something greater. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be flashy. You just need to be deliberate. That's how you build an unbreakable mind. One decision, one step, one day at a time. And if you're still here, still watching, then you've earned what I promise you. The phrase that's going to anchor your days. Whisper it before you sleep. Shout it before you rise. Write it down until your brain knows it by heart. Ready? I don't wait for clarity. I create it. I don't hope for strength. I build it. Let that phrase be your compass, your ritual, your fire, because from this day on, you're not living by chance. You're living by choice. You're not hoping. You're building. You're not reacting. You're leading. And the world better take notice, because a man with a plan is unstoppable. Now go. Share this video with the brothers who are still asleep. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us your goal, your next move. Subscribe to the channel, because this is where you grow. This is where iron sharpens iron. And don't forget, We end every video with fire. So say it with me. I don't wait for clarity. I create it. I don't hope for strength. I build it. Again, louder. I don't wait for clarity. I create it. I don't hope for strength. I build it. Now go live like it.